Me head bad and I fully charge up. I am me backpack and I ready. Rum in me backpack and I ready. Promoter done laughing already with a backpack and the heavy on her. Go out to booty jam jam and I'm play road. I'm fresh like today. Booty jam jam and I'm play road. I'm fresh like today. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear, don't give me that to a
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, to that's St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is our first segment right here on WEFM 99.9, the Activated Mornings, as we do it for another day. All right, don't forget that later on this evening, make sure you're going out and support the West Indies ladies as they take on Australia tonight at the Honnesville Sporting Complex. I'm not speaking to Roleza. She don't support sports. And she don't like sports.
I support from a distance. I mean, I just never got into it. So that is how it's always been. If I have to go to a game or something, it's for a lime, because I ain't going to understand a thing that happens.
You could go for the lime.
Morning, Vinci. Good morning, everybody.
I'm wondering what is it that cleverly people do this country?
I mean...
Man,
Clay Valley people?
Yeah, listen.
No, I ain't from Clay Valley, but let me see if I have to defend my community right now.
For years and years and years, Clay Valley Road need fixing.
Oh, you mean South Leeward? That's not a Clay Valley thing, it's a South Leeward.
No, Clay Valley. South Leeward, I mean, Vermont Road is all right. Camden Park Road is all right.
Well, remember for a significant number of years,
Clare Valley boy.
Clare Valley, which is in the constituency of South Leeward, was on the other side for many, many years. All right, so
oh boy, Clare Valley Road. Oh, Clare Valley Road needs some attention.
It gets in it, man.
It really needs some attention.
It's getting, at least where I am, they stuff already laid down. I see it was a tractor. Anyway, a tractor there, a tractor there. So. Things might start.
I ain't talking about where you live.
I know it's not there what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about inside Clare Valley itself.
The circular road.
Yeah, my, that road need fixing.
Yeah. But I suppose in time they're going to get to all of that.
When is it? It's for years, Roleza, years.
It's one step at a time, one road at a time. Progress is being made on one particular section of the road in Clare Valley, all right? They're going to get to the other side soon.
The main road, it down in Clare Valley need fixing, urgently.
Well, you have heard it from Maka.
A couple days ago, I went down to Clare Valley. Oh my, I said, no.
You use the road to the bay side?
No, the middle road.
So you need to drive down the bay side road. I thought it's that road you're talking about.
That even worse?
It's worse. It's worse, yeah.
Well, I don't want to go down there downtown.
Yeah, that one.
I don't want to go down there.
Closest to the beach.
If you're telling me that the one closer to the beach is worse than the middle one, no.
I hardly drive that one on the. I mean, if I need to not use the middle road, so I would sometimes go to the bay road, but I hardly go wrong there.
I think there's some mountain road that are much better than the middle road only in Clare Valley.
Well,
Clare Valley really need
advocating for this. So yes, folks, we are back with you for another day.
It's
Thursday, and I am hoping that as Maka said earlier this morning, that everybody's going to have a good one today. All right, whatever it is you're going to be up to.
Today.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. You're excited about Carnival, though?
Carnival.
I haven't heard a lot of these songs, though.
I heard some of them, but a lot of people complaining. A lot of people.
Every year is the same complaints about a lot of things related to Carnival.
Yeah, we had a whole year. You had 365 days, and this is what you come up with.
But I remember somebody had told me that once as bush music. I know it's a little bit disrespectful to the artists who putting out the music, but I think that a lot of times the songs that you tend to hear come out early and not of the caliber that we would want to hear, right? And unfortunately, this morning, as you were playing some of those songs, I was there comparing some of our music to what you're playing there for Grenada music, you know, and even sometimes with these songs from out of Trinidad, or maybe the songs that we hear coming out of Trinidad. Sometimes, you know, our music has a lot of sexual innuendos and connotations, that kind of thing. And, you know, I can't help sometimes but to compare. And I said, what we hear, the other islands, well, except for St. Lucia. St. Lucia has a lot of, some of their music is a lot of, is heavily sexually influenced. But, you know, in terms of, we could just have nice, smooth songs, you know, nice, smooth.
We to be honest, we will get it in the raga. But the power, my.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, and it's not to say that our people lack creativity. We know how to be creative, but the quality of music, the content.
It's a complaining in not hearing the music, and this is what I hear in the music,
Yeah.
Because smart.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It depends on the station as well. Many stations, well, some stations are going. I really do think that many of our artists can do better.
Yeah, man.
But it's if they want to do better.
A whole year.
Yeah, it's if they want to do better. I always wonder though. I mean, I think sometimes with the
For
producers.
example, Lexi, she brought out some really nice songs last year.
And she's a child, but she's a child, and she is singing children appropriate songs.
Exactly.
Yeah? So, but no, I was going to make the point for the producers. And times when I want producers to listen to our and gives this signs off on this, you know, and still have the name attached to it.
Thing, so.
But that's the thing. Sometimes I wonder, when you go into business, are you just concerned about making the money, or are you concerned with maybe your reputation in a sense? But I suppose they might say this is not really on the producer, this might be on the artist, you know. But I don't know. I think sometimes when you own businesses, having your name attached to certain things, do you even question that? Are you concerned about that, you know? But to each their own, I suppose.
I think most stations need to filter some of these songs, man. You can't put them songs on the airways. Yeah.
Again, to each their own, because you know, different stations have different standards. So yeah, so that's where we are with that conversation, folks.
You ready for Carnival?
It's usually from a business standpoint, and if I have to say from a business standpoint, the answer is no, because I don't know. Every year it feels like Carnival creeps up on me unexpectedly, like I don't know what the dates are in advance. But from a business standpoint, no, not quite. Personal standpoint, it depends. It depends on how busy or not I might be at the time.
I wonder if we get anything new this year in terms of any new thing in terms of relation to Carnival.
Like events and
events, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen any
events that.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Well, I probably need to go and look but I didn't see anything related to what CDC type events are coming out. And
everybody have the input.
People jump up.
Yeah, we used to have a thing called Soca Train that they have a fete in every community on the park. Just a built up to Vincy Mars. That was good.
But then wasn't that after the launch of Carnival though?
Yeah, that was
right.
After the launch
so
of Carnival.
And the launch of Carnival is usually the first Saturday in May.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it used to bring a vibe. It's a build up to Carnival.
But a lot of the rules, and even in that whole conversation, you know, I wonder if Vincy conversation, Carnival, or we cannot look at Carnival or any cultural activity as being static in this.
It faded out to me. I remember before we used to have a lot of.
So what's replacing it in terms of the rural events?
Replacing it, the all-inclusive fest. Replacing the.
Oh, that's more than national. But I talk about in a rural context, because remember in a sense where I
don't really think people really have much wet fit these days. I don't know.
Communities. Seeing was the breakdown, like how CDC is pan, kai, mass, right? We're not necessarily seeing those three type of activities happening in each of the communities or constituencies. What was happening more was the wet fits, right? So in order to bring Carnival back to the grassroots Calypso competition in Clay Valley, the constituency of South Leeward, people have their own little bit of costume making activity, because we were also talking about this whole traditional aspect of costume making, how that is dying out, lack of space, lack of funding, etc. But if you bring it back to the communities where you have a Saturday and you say, well, let the kids or the children make their own carnival costumes, and you have something like that, to sort of be able to retain the traditional aspect, but in the rural sense.
But that's something that we don't really have in the rural carnival, the kiddies carnival.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's almost like when you hear about the rural carnivals is a wet fit.
Most rural carnival, Juve and so forth.
Yeah. All right. Let me see somebody who would be in the know, very much in the know, is typing. Let me see if they finish. All right. Okay. So we see somebody calling. Let's take.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Maka, Roleza.
Morning.
Yeah. Maka, I'm coming to say, man. Calico does have kiddies carnival.
Okay.
Yeah. I know Calico does have kiddies carnival, but not much of the communities.
Right. Yes. Because when Calico done the jump up on Saturday and Sunday, they had the kiddies carnival.
Okay. Yeah. And in terms of the making it, where do they get the costumes from, though?
I think it's from the mass banner them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple of mass banners. They scout like a section and thing.
Off air yesterday, we had a whole conversation of.
Okay, and will be released today.
Oh, so we're talking just in time. All right. So, and I know yesterday off air between Maka, Rajiv, and myself, we had a whole conversation about the trajectory or the changes that are happening in Carnival. But as I said yesterday, we will pick it up at another time, because I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to think. And I sometimes wonder if we're just being too nostalgic about certain things, although I do understand where we're coming from in other aspects.
As we know, Rodney Small is listening. Rodney, I wish that we could bring back Miss SVG. I just wish. I don't know if that's in the making, but I wish we could just bring back Miss SVG.
Yeah, well, maybe all of that would be disclosed in the media launch.
Yep.
All right, so we change.
All right, see somebody calling. See if Rodney calling. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning,
Rodney.
Good morning, all the listeners. St. Vincent and the Grenadines diaspora. Very nice conversation. I like to hear when people talk Vincy Mart and share their ideas, their suggestions and opinions. It's just a very exciting time for Vincy Mart 2026, The Great Escape. And I I know a lot of persons are asking about Mr. SVG.
Mm-hmm.
And quite naturally, we're regrouping and we are going back to the drawing boards and looking at how we can make this product one that everybody is going to appreciate. There's a nostalgic thing about Mr. SVG. And I want to big up the Beauty Shows Committee because although we have rescheduled and postponed, I mean, they're working I mean, because about 95, there was a clash with the cricket, and there was also election in the air, and going into Christmas, you only want to have a message in Christmas. But their plans, I mean, the official announcement will come sometime next week, but there are plans to have it in Carnival this year for 2026.
All right, so that's good.
So,
with the same batch of girls?
Yes, hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully. But
so,
of course, conversations are being had going back to the drawing board.
But let me
Beauty shows and the girls are off ready.
But let me ask, so is it going to be the one that is going to be staged during Carnival? Is it going to be Miss SVG 2025 or 2026? Is it one we're going to have this year? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just one this year. Well, for now, right? The board of directors, we just met and we're having conversation about it. And just to add that Mr. SVG this year, it's the 75th anniversary of Mr. SVG. So, it's very critical for us to make sure that we stage Mr. SVG for 2026.
Okay.
Nevertheless, persons have been wondering about the silence and, not much communication. And I would apologize on behalf of the city board and the Beauty Shows Committee. To the general public where that is going. Give the necessary that everybody know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Rodney, unfortunately, we're going to have to cut it short here. We might have to get you back at another time for another interview, maybe after the 17th of April? After the 17th of April?
The 7th of April.
The 7th, okay. Right.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
No problem.
We'll have you back at that time, okay? So thank you. All right, take care.
So we have a message.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
come
We're going to have to head directly into this morning's traffic talk.
Nothing else sounds as good as
WEFM, the Clean Fresh